Mama Farms, where we do a some of this and a some of that. I'm Heather, and today we are going to dehydrate pineapples and bananas. Now the pineapples I actually already have cut up in here. I just sliced them up, threw them on there, and that's pretty much all you got to do with those. Just remember that they have to go on a low temperature for a long time, otherwise you will take that enzyme out of there that helps with digestion. So just roughly about 105. I do have settings on there that I'll show you later. But now we're going to get bananas. I already have one tray of bananas on there. Take a look at this banana. It's already starting to get little brown things on there. I wouldn't let the bananas go any longer than that. In fact, if you get a bunch of bananas that have the green on it, that's probably better. I mean, not like all green, but a little green is good because they're more fresh and they will dehydrate better. And my kids are awake and they are dying to snag some bananas as I slice it. Yes. So, yes, bananas. Alright, so we have our peeled banana. I took a little bit of the end off because it had some brown. There's some brown over here too that I will cut off. And we're going to go ahead and cut these in thin slices. Be careful for your little children's fingers. No, thank you. Here, take that one. I don't know how many bananas I'll actually get on the tray. Careful, Mommy's using a sharp knife. Oh, some of these are... No. Yeah, that whole one is kind of not dehydrate with. Where they... Zach, you don't care, huh? Oops. This is what I get for trying to get one-handed sliced. Hey, do you think you guys can save some for the dehydrator? Well, I'd rather you guys be snagging bananas than potato chips or some other junk stuff. Watch your fingers, please. Here, have the end. And the few bananas that we got out of there, because the kids are snagging them on the trays. Thank you, Zozo. Alright. So out of that, we only got 6 banana peels because the kids are snagging them. Nope, not yet. Oops. And this tray is already done. At least we got more. Alright, yeah, she's saying yuck because the one thing we have to do with bananas, unlike most other things we dehydrate, is we spritz them with some lemon juice. Some lemon juice so that they don't turn brown and look yucky when you go to eat them. Okay, we're spraying the last sheet here. Just a quick note, make sure when you cut them, I'm sure your all knife skills are better than mine, but try to make them, the same size. I've heard of one person even using a meat slicer for them. Not sure how that works when bananas are so mushy, but try to make them, as uniform as you can. And then again, you don't want them, overlapping or touching each other, just like any other thing you would dehydrate. So, alright. So my dehydrator is full, and now we are going to turn it on. So on my dehydrator, that again, I've mentioned before on my other dehydrating videos, we got this from Cabela's. It has a dehydrating guide on here, but again, I know it says for fruits and fruit rolls 135, 145, but again, I really don't want to kill those enzymes in the pineapple, so I want to keep it to, to 105, and it just means that it's going to take a longer time to dehydrate. Now, on yours, it's going to vary the time on it dehydrating, so just keep an eye on it. It should be pliable, but not, wet or anything. I'll show you what they look like when they're all done. Now it's time to take these children on for a nap because they are As you probably heard in the background, they are ready for a nap. They are quite grumpy. All right, see you back in a couple days. And while we're waiting for it to dehydrate, I just wanted to mention too, don't throw all this away. The last video that I had done, I will link in the description below. I reuse these. I cut them up, put them in water, let them sit, and then I use them to water the seedlings that I was doing. This is way back in the spring. I've continued to do that, but because I have such a large batch, I'm actually going to do a big batch of potassium water, if you will. And so I'm going to cut all these up and put it in a bucket, fill it with water, let it sit, and then I'm going to put it in the garden, even though my garden is getting ready to, you know, quiet down for the winter and just, you know, work on the soil and not really growing plants. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there so all the nutrients and stuff will be ready, because it does take time for it to break down. And because it's such a large batch too, I will be putting these, you know, in the soil as well to break down, and they're nice and softer, and I think it helps break them down as well. There's a few that I do have to go to the chickens, but you know, for the most part, all this will be broken down. The other thing I wanted to mention, just because, you know, waste not, is these pineapple heads. No, I'm not composting it or anything like that, but you can soak them in water, and it takes a while, but they'll grow roots, and then you can put them in really good soil, and you can get another pineapple or two out of them. Now, I just set up the high tunnel this year, so I'm not sure if the conditions are right for this because they take so long. It's one of the things that I'm going to have to play with, but maybe I might try in future to get a pineapple growing in the high tunnel. Although I think being way up here in north, it might, even in a high tunnel that's unheated, just might not work. But if you're in an area where it's nice and warm, or you have a heated high tunnel or greenhouse, this is something that you can do as well, so that you're not wasting it. Yeah, bananas are all done. Should have turned that light on before I did this. They did stick to these trays. I haven't done bananas in a long time. So next time I'll have to use the little plasticky, they're not really plastic, tray cover. Stop, okay. So next time I'll use a little plastic, not really plastic, I don't know what they are, but they're little like plastic covers, and the food sticks to that and not to your trays. And then see how this one's ripping? Oh, I hate that. But it's been about 24 hours. Stop. Okay, eat it. It's been about 24 hours, and these are done. And I checked on the pineapple, and the pineapple is done as well. So again, I mean, you can bend it, but it's all dry, and it'll, you know, cool off a little. It's still a little warm. So now what you can do with these is you can throw them in like baked goods, like a muffin or bread or whatever, like a quick bread or something. I've also seen people give banana chips to their dog for training. Mine won't eat them. I've tried, but I've totally seen them for sale. And that will pretty much do it. So remember, you know, pineapples, you just slice and put them on there and dehydrate them. Just check on them. Bananas, we do slice them and then spray them with lemon juice. You can also have them sit in the citric acid water solution for like 5 minutes, but I don't know. Bananas sitting in like a watery liquid solution, I don't know about that. I've never done it. Let me know in the comments if you've tried that. I just think they would get awfully slimy and yuck. So, all right, little hands are wanting bananas, and it is breakfast time. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.